All right, so let's talk about it. Y'all ain't heard it on this side because I've been MIA. That's my bad. I'm a one-man show. All right? We got to talk about it. I've been getting a lot of kickback on Detroit Lions Syndicate. Check it out. We hit 11K. We hit 11K over there. That's right. We've done a lot of stuff since I last been on. We talked about it. And I'm going to tell you something that happens. If this happens, the Detroit Lions are easy Super Bowl contenders. Okay? I'm not going to say favorites yet. I'm going to say contention. All right? We talked about it. There's a certain individual. He's a little further east than us, and he's unhappy with his current deal. He wants another one. His name is Quinnen Williams. Comes out, he wants $25-30 million a year. Okay? He wants to get paid like his counterparts are getting paid. And the Detroit Lions could use a run-stuffing, quarterback-sacking defensive tackle. But the question is, if the Lions traded for Quinnen Williams, why would they do that? Are they really one player away? Okay. Are they one player away? The Detroit Lions are not one player away, but guess what? I'm about to debunked this whole narrative about being one player away. Our team, in my honest opinion, no bias, is the ultimate NFL team. Let me show you what I mean. There's a key word in there. Team. We don't have many, or if any, right now, superstars on our roster. Jared Goff is a star. Aiden Hutchinson is a star. Jahmyr Gibbs has yet to take a snap. Jamison Williams, he's a budding star. He has star potential. We don't have a superstar on our team. So this whole notion about being one player away, we don't need to be one player away. We have several players. And just like Captain Planet, when their powers combine, they win, right? Our defense was ranked 29th, and we went 8-2 in a stretch of 10. If we got Quinnen Williams, that is a game-changing scenario. A game-changing scenario. Is Brad Holmes going to do it? Probably not. Probably not. Okay? But he did a lot of things he doesn't do. He took a quarterback in the draft. He drafted a linebacker in the first round. And he said, I don't care what you think. Okay? I'm going to do what I want to do. And he took a linebacker in the first round. He didn't take Bijan Robinson. He took Jahmyr Gibbs. We passed on Bijan Robinson. We chose not to take him at 6. Braylon says Williams is asking too much. But is he, though, Braylon? But is he? The dude had 12.5 sacks from the defensive tackle position. When I make a video about him, it kills. Why? Because he is him. If you are him, you're going to ask for the bag, right? What is too much? What is too much? It's $25 million. So you mean to tell me, and this is the, okay, Nate, I got you. You mean to tell me in the comment section, if Quinnen Williams signed with the Detroit Lions, Brad Holmes gets him to come here, says, look, I can't give you 25, but I can give you 22. And I can tell you what, you're going to help us win a Super Bowl. If Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell talked to Quinnen Williams and convinced him to come here for $22 million, $25 million, you going to say no? You going to say no? Is anybody in this chat going to say no? Is anybody going to say no? If we traded for Quinnen Williams, we would break the internet. I promise you that Super Bowl and Detroit Lions would be in the same sentence. D-Town says it's not just the money. The Jets will want too much draft capital too. Okay, well, let's have a conversation. What is too much draft capital for Quinnen Williams? Okay, so I'm asking you, the chat currently, and in playback form, the comment section, what is too much? We've already talked about the money, so let's talk about the draft compensation. What is too much for, because let me remind you, okay, the LA Rams, we're not going to talk about how they are now. We're going to talk about what they did. The LA Rams gave up 2 first-round picks, a serviceable quarterback, and a third-round pick, and won a Super Bowl, okay? So what is, and that was for a 33-year-old quarterback, 33, 31, somewhere around there. What is too much for Quinnen Williams? What would you not want to hear the Lions do right now? Is it going to require a first? Absolutely. 100%. Grit says, can you overpay to win a Super Bowl? It depends on how you look at it. If you look at it, if you just want one, no. If you want multiple, yes. If you want a dynasty, you can't overpay for a dynasty. To win a Super Bowl, you can, 100%. You can buy, the Rams bought one. The Rams bought one, and they had a lot of help. Let's not forget about Mr. Tart, who dropped that interception that would have sealed Matthew Stafford's fate. Okay? So there's no doubt about it. But comment section, okay, Katie says multiple first rounders and multiple second rounders. Okay, Ronan says too much is 2 first-round picks if Cincy DBs don't stop surefire interceptions. Okay? Okay, Ronan. So, and this is a very fine debate, man. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to say it's not too much. Quinnen Williams is 25 years old. He is a game-wrecking defensive tackle. He is not going to be here for 1 or 2 years. Him, Hutch, Pascal, Houston, anchor the defense. Maybe throw in Levi. This guy is worth 2 first-round picks. If you gonna give him 25 or 30 million, let me ask you something. This not directed at Ronan. This for the whole chat and comment section. If you asking for 25 to 30 million dollars, you worth something, right? As Denzel said, I'm leaving here with something. Quinnen Williams knows his worth, and he is definitely worth 2 first-round picks, okay? Now, as we move on through this, because I don't want to be on it all day, the San Francisco 49ers, you know what they did? They drafted Nick Bosa. They took him in 2019. I can't remember who they took in 2020. Do you know where they went in 2019? In the 2019 season, do you know where they were? January of 2020 in the Super Bowl, right? In 2021, they I wouldn't have done this, but they had the capital. They already had the team to trade for Trey Lance. Was it a smart trade? No. But they chose to pull the trigger because their team was far enough along. Right? For me, I don't think 2 first-round picks no, I don't think that at all. The question is, especially, and I want you to, I'm going to retort that to this. The Lions. The Lions picked 18. Okay? We picked 18. The Rams are why we had a 6 overall pick. If the Lions make the playoffs, that's at least 19 or above. So it's a first-round pick. Really a first-round pick. Right? If they go deeper, they win 1 playoff game. Now we talking about the 20 somewhere. And according to Walter Football, he got us losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. Or they got us losing to the Philadelphia Eagles in the championship game, right? So is 2 first-round picks too much for Quinnen Williams? I'm going to say no. Not at all. Williams could be the difference between us losing in the divisional round and making it to the conference game. Eduardo, facts. Kool-Aid says, I will give anything for a Super Bowl. Bad for the next 10 years. Fine, we've been bad for 30 years plus. Either a Super Bowl or division, take your pick. Well, as we wrap this segment up, let me remind you of the highest paid defensive tackle in the game. He's the reason the LA Rams won a Super Bowl. Let's not forget, when Jamar Chase put Jalen Ramsey on skates, who got to Joe Burrow to save the game? Because if Joe Burrow gets that pass off, Matthew Stafford is not a Super Bowl champion.